What started out as a peaceful protest very quickly descended into slight chaos. At least 2 people have been arrested. One person we believe may have pushed over a police officer, and that's what sparked the intervention. The 2 men were dragged out of the crowd, one of them still being held over here. You can hear the crowd chanting, "Let him go, we're all Palestine Action." Groups of police officers are over there preparing to come in, we think. And there's another large group of protesters who are currently blocking the road just up here. What do you think about the news that the group could potentially be prescribed as a terrorist organisation?
I mean, this is all part of, when you hear Starmer and people talking about freedom of speech and democracy, I mean, you almost fall over laughing now. If somebody wants to stand there and promote the cause of Israel, which I strongly disagree with, that is their freedom. This latest episode at Brize Norton, where they just sprayed paint on some warplanes, I mean, clearly it's very embarrassing from the security point of view for the government, and I think that's what the reaction's about. But it's not endangered anybody's life or limb.
Palestine Action is a non-violent thing, non-violent outfit. It makes no sense whatsoever. So it just seems to be, possibly because it's working, because they're trying to stop arming Israel and stop the genocide.
Would it put you off coming to protest, knowing that you could potentially be, even if you weren't a member of Palestine Action yourself, you know, the police may think that you were going to a protest?
I think it might make people think twice, but on the other hand, we have to think about things like the suffragettes, their history. We actually are not very aware of a lot of the history of direct action, and the fact that even things like South Africa, which like we're standing in front of the High Commission, basically had to do direct action as well. It wasn't all peaceful protests.
If the group were prescribed, then protests like this for Palestine Action would be, you know, everyone here would be terrorists.
After that prescription takes place, potentially we could be charged with, in quotes, glorifying terrorism.
And would you still come out if that was the case? Would you still come out here if that was, even though you might be arrested?
Even though I might be arrested. It would be a new experience for me. I've got to the age of 72, I haven't been arrested yet.